don't have any obvious flight surfaces, any obvious forms of propulsion, and maneuvering in ways that include extreme maneuverability beyond, I would submit, the healthy G-forces of a human or anything biological, hypersonic velocities, low observability.
El piloto David Fravor, comandante retirado, hizo una descripción de su encuentro con el ovni. Fravor, en el año 2004, era piloto de un avión de combate del portaaviones Nimitz, cuando este ovni se acercó frente a las costas de San Diego.
I have never seen anything in my life that had the performance, the acceleration. Keep in mind, this thing had no wings. It's moving around left, right, forward, back. The radar immediately starts getting jammed. All of a sudden, it takes off. I think it was not from this world. I just know it was really impressive, really fast, and I would like to fly it.
También el piloto de combate Jim Slate estaba a bordo del jet cuando perseguían al objeto misterioso.
We were out flying off of the Nimitz, just doing a standard training hop. We took a vector and headed east towards, heading towards Mexico or the San Diego area. As we approached and we're looking around, we actually noticed down below, just above the surface of the water.
El oficial de la inteligencia Luis Elizondo, con oficinas en el quinto piso, en el anillo C del Pentágono, es decir, en el centro de actividad más importante de esta institución, también dio a conocer otro video donde un avión de combate FA-18 Super Hornet, volando a casi 500 kilómetros por hora, perseguía sin dar alcance a un objeto que claramente presenta la forma característica de un disco volador.
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. The whole thing, dude. That's not our LNS though, is it? It's not. That is the LNS, dude. Well, if there's like another thing, it's rotating.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
So I know that it's vast and hard to sum up, but if you could just briskly tell us what we think we know about these sightings.
Well, we do know that there are objects in the sky and sometimes in the water that demonstrate extraordinary capabilities that experts say we don't have on this planet. We don't have the capability of creating the kind of technology that, or apparent technology that's been observed by high-level officials for many, many decades. The Pentagon program is the most recent discovery, but these things have been studied in other countries and by our country for many years.
I guess what bothers me most about this story is how clearly people who should have been following up and paying attention haven't been. And the case that sticks with me, November 7th, I think, 2006, at Chicago O'Hare Airport, 4:15 in the afternoon, gate C-25, I believe. The pilot of the plane waiting to depart to Charlotte looks up, and there is a saucer hovering not that far over the plane. People in the tower see it, other pilots see it, dozens of people see it. It's real, and the FAA refuses to investigate. How could that be?
I know, it's shocking. It's absolutely shocking to me. I mean, they refuse to investigate, I think because I mean, who knows what the bigger reason probably is that they can't explain these things and they just want, they don't want to deal with them. It might frighten people. They don't have enough information. They don't like to say, well, there's something hovering above an airport, but we don't know what it was. So basically they will come up with other explanations for it, such as that it was a weather phenomenon. That's what the FAA said about O'Hare, which is really an insult to the pilots who witnessed this thing and many other observers who know that it wasn't weather. Disc-shaped object that hovered over as you said, hovered over a terminal, gate C-17 for about 5 minutes, and then it shot straight up through the clouds. This was an incredible aspect of the thing. It was hovering below a cloud bank, and all of a sudden it just shot straight up really fast through the cloud bank and cut a hole in it. So there was like a cookie-cutter clean hole in the clouds. You could look up and see the blue on the other side. And, as far as anybody knows, as far as I know, and from what I've been told, we don't have machines in the sky that can do things like that.